Hi everybody. It's Monday, so happy Monday. The soaps did not disappoint today at all, finally, and yeah, okay. So, why not? Let's see. We have two main storylines today, and I guess they're gonna get to the Sharon and Phyllis being trapped another day because there was a little talk about it, but that wasn't the main focus. The main focus was Jack and Diane were visiting Billy and Sally, and Diane, which some other people talked about it, other characters talked about how she opened her big mouth and just basically told Billy, um, watch out for yourself. But it wasn't like watch out. It was like Phyllis is bad news. Don't be involved with Phyllis. It made him feel like she was questioning his judgment, which is never good. Um, okay, so then as soon as that happened, Jack told Diane, you shouldn't have done that. And Sally, being the nice girl, woman she is, tried to smooth over, you know, the tension that was created. Um, okay, so then in the other corner, I think of it like the reason why I keep saying it like in this corner is like I think of it like a boxing match, you know? Okay. So that was story A. Story B was Damien gave Amy another chance for them to have communication because he said, I knew I left on a bad note and I felt bad about it. So I wanted to be in a good spot or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So then one thing I appreciate is the um the information about Damien to Devon and Nate was told pretty fast. Um, However, Nate did not appreciate with Victor knowing or being the giver of the news because he was convinced that Victor would know more about him personally than he was okay with, which is not true because Lily did say it was under the winters for winters, so she didn't involve any names. The only she just said check out Damien Kane, but she didn't say why. And then when like I said, she made it sound like a business thing and not personal. So she didn't. I don't think she released any information. But like I said, Nate did not take it well, and Nate um, told her as much. Um, but it's kind of funny because they both said the same thing at different times. Uh, Jack said, "I didn't mean to come down that hard on you." And then later on in the same episode, um, Nate tells Lily, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come down that hard on you." I was like, "Okay, somebody wrote this episode and used the same language twice." Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, so there's one more question in my mind about whether or not Amy is going to be long term or as a character or not. And I was kind of hoping she was because I like having her around, and she's really good. Valerie Pettiford is really good actress, so I like having her around. But it all depends on if they're gonna save her life because she has terminal illness, right? And I, I was feeling hopeful, and then I wasn't because she said, "Well, Nate is really pulling for it, and I've had second and third and fourth opinions, but they all agree." And then she said, "I've come to I've come to an understanding and I've come to peace with it. So I don't think she's gonna be around too long. I mean, I want her to be around, but I don't think it's gonna happen that way. So, okay. And then the other thing is, first of all, like I've said before, I think I've said this before. I like Billy and Sally as a couple because I think they balance each other out. I like it. Um, okay. The only other question is what's going to happen with Damien and Lily? And also, how is it going to affect Nate? If that happens, how is it going to affect him? And are we going to see the emotions on his face, or is he going to keep it under, like, keep it inside? Which is not a good, I don't recommend that because if you keep it inside, it's going to come out eventually. And when it comes out, it's not going to be a good thing. So that's where I stand on that. Okay. So like I said, there are a couple storylines we have to wait for, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait because last week with Phyllis and Sharon being trapped, I was not impressed with it. Yeah, it's a lackluster storyline, and to me, it shows the writers are kind of lazy writing things. So, just my opinion. All right, bye everybody.